Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. In today's video, I'm a bit late uploading this one, but we're taking a look at the new celestial hero, Talene. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. She looks amazing. There's a lot to unpack about her. Unfortunately, like I said, I am late uploading this video. I was on my way to night shift when they announced it, so I had the long wait before I could make a video. So get your time in better, please, Lilith. But this looks absolutely amazing. I think there may be a bit of confusion in the way she works, but we can go through how I think it's going to work, and then obviously when she does come out, we'll do a further analysis. I did look everywhere online. I thought being this late, I may get some information about the signature ability that got leaked online, but there's nothing out there that I could find yet. So, her ultimate, Fireborn. Talene goes into a phoenix form that lasts until death and converts a percentage of her current health into a permanent shield of equal value plus an additional extra permanent shield on top of this is equal to a percentage of her max health. Now that just sounds really, really weird. Basically, it sounds like she gets 2 permanent shields. When it says permanent, I'm assuming that's referring to the time frame that it remains on her, not sort of like that they never disappear. Like it could sound like they're permanent and they like regenerate as she overheals, but I just think it means they don't have a time like Lucia's shield, how it has like a 5-second timer. I think it just means that, but there's 2 shields, meaning she's just gonna absorb sorry about that, I lost my voice. Absorb a good chunk of damage. Talene's normal attacks will turn into close range area attacks that deal more damage while in Phoenix form. Now, we don't know how long this Phoenix form lasts either, which would be interesting to know, but I guess it seems like she's going to be primarily melee, which kind of sucks for the majority of people because these Celestials and there's the one person who hates how I say Hypergeans, but I'm going to say it because that's how I say it, and I can't go Hypergeans. It sounds weird. So, the Celestials and Hypergeans, I like them being ranged units because it means you can get use out of them sometimes when they are when they're only at elite. You know, if you get lucky enough to pull that one copy of them instead of the 20 whatever it is to get them ascended or whatever it is. But this one is going to be melee. However, she does have some things that make me think she may be half useful. However, most of her skills are based around just damage and stuff like that. So I feel like she's one of those ones that's going to be super OP for the super late game and the whales, but not so great for the early game type players who just pull her. Let's have a look at the next skill. Talene calls down a fiery meteorite that deals damage to a single enemy target. When she's in Phoenix form, meteorites will continually fall randomly every 0.5 seconds upon random enemy targets for a certain duration of time. So don't know how long it goes for, but really nice that when she is in that Phoenix form, it's going to be doing... I think the animations are going to look pretty sweet for this one. I think she's going to look wicked with animations, but basically this one... just pure damage. There's nothing else to it, no stuns, no nothing that's going to make her useful once again at elite and be, you know, enticing to a lot of people. So we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. Moving on to the next one, which is Phoenix Rising. Now, this Phoenix Rising is a really, really interesting ability that I think is going to work the way I believe it will, but we'll go through it and talk about it. Every time Talene dies, she transforms into a fireball. When in this state, Talene recovers a percentage of her max health every second and cannot be targeted by her enemies, but will still receive the positive effects of abilities of her allies' abilities. Now, this one, to me, it says every time, so I think she's going to be one of those heroes. As long as one of your other heroes is alive, she's going to keep doing this. When it says she can't be targeted, I'm not sure whether when she's in this fireball, if she's going to be able to be hit by AoE attacks, but I'm pretty sure she's just going to be immune to all damage by the sound of the way the ability is wanting to work. And she still receives positive effects, so she's still going to get healing and all that sort of stuff, which isn't too bad, but it just makes her end this Phoenix phase faster, which if the Phoenix phase does good damage, you don't want it to, so we'll have to wait and see how that works, but she can still gain her attack buffs and all that stuff, so not too bad there. Once Talene's health reaches a certain percentage, she is reborn, resulting in a brilliant explosion that deals area damage to her enemies. So she goes boom, comes out of the fireball, and becomes the Phoenix again, hence Phoenix Rising. Talene's recovery rate is reduced by a certain percentage every subsequent time that she transforms into a fireball. Just meaning, so I'm assuming by this, it means that the fireball isn't going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Or maybe, okay, maybe I was reading that wrong. Maybe she does 0 damage in the fireball form. I think she's going to do 0 damage. I think I read that a little bit wrong. So basically, I think she's going to go into the fireball, do no damage, and you want to heal her up as fast as possible. So you want healers. Basically, rip what I said before, that's what it's going to be. That's how I think it is. But yeah, recovery rate reduced every time. That's a way to sort of balance how quick she does it, because if she just kept dying, like you got her at just an elite copy and she kept dying and exploding, I don't know. Could be good, but her damage would still be low, so who knows. Next one, Afterglow. A passive ability that allows for several of Talene's weakest allies to respectively recover a percentage of Talene's attack rating as health each time Talene cumulatively, I knew I was going to stuff that up on camera, loses a percentage of her max health. So basically, every time she hits a certain chunk of her health, max health lost, your allies are going to heal. But once again, like that's a really nice skill if you had her at high ascension tiers with the rest of your team. But the whole thing of her abilities, everything about her is seeming like you need lots of copies. So she's going to be a good bait stick for whales, I think. Besides that, I don't think it's going to be too... Like, I think it'll be like, if you're like a really, on an alt account and you just re-rolled, you know, you're into chapter 3, you do a 10 pull, you pull Talene, she's going to be really fun. She's going to be really fun for about 3 chapters, and then I feel like she's really going to drop off. But anyone, if you're if you're anywhere past chapter, I'm going to say 8, I think she's going to be absolutely horrible for you unless you pull the copies of her, which is going to take a very, very long time. Just because her skills are basically, it's just damage and a bit of healing, which is based off her max HP, which is going to be low if you don't have her at high ascension. And it basically means that she's going to be trash for you guys. So really nice that they implemented a new Celestial. I do like it when they are useful for everyone in the game. Things like, well, the twins really big rip because they're not, but Orthros can still get use at elite. Thalia, fantastic, still elite, but she's got ways to get other copies. So hopefully they can actually implement new shops or add extra heroes to the shops in the game to give us a chance to actually get and test these guys, because this one, I feel like she's going to be like that sort of, maybe she'll shift late game arena and basically turn it towards the whales, but who knows? I don't know. I'm not at late game yet or end game. I don't know how to assess the end game PvP, but I'll keep an eye out on the challenges arena and see who is winning in there once they have this, because I don't know, it just sounds super strong, the fact that she goes into melee, she'll get hit a lot, her ultimate reduces her health. Yes, it puts the shield on once that goes. She's going to be low. I just feel like if she keeps dying, exploding, it could be really strong. So we'll have to see what it is. If they do release a second hero, because they normally do these in waves of 2, we'll have to see. I'm not sure what they're planning for there. But if they do release a second hero, I may be a little bit late getting that video up as well, because they normally do it around the same time, 2 days apart. And just keep an eye out on the socials, because I'll be at night shift and I'll be late getting to it and I'll miss the boat, because rip the dream. But yeah, that's Talene. Once again, make of it what you will, but who knows? Hopefully I'm going to try and squeeze another video in today. I'm going to try and record another one and get that out for you guys. Maybe in about, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours time if I'm lucky, but we'll have to see how we go. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know what you do think of Talene in the comments below. Like I said, OP, but for early game players, I don't know. I hope I just really do hope they put one in for early game players with her to let us have fun, because like she looks really fun and cool, and I think her animation is gonna be sick. She looks really fun and cool on paper, but when you actually look at her as just a pure damage dealer. She's going to be useless for the majority of people. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.